Listen, brothers and sisters, I can't end the year without reacting to a few things. So I got up this morning. I always snap on the news. Wait till you hear what I have to say. Well. Good morning. Janet Morana here, Executive Director of Priests for Life. I have two things to comment on this morning. Well, the first, my condolences to the Carter family. You know, whether you agreed with Jimmy Carter or not politically, I can remember, I didn't vote for him back in the day. I've always voted Republican, but he was a decent man. He was a good man. He might have made some mistakes during his presidency. However, when he left the White House, he just didn't go off and that's it. The humanitarian work that he and his wife Rosalind did with the building of houses, Habitat for Humanity and all, and he didn't just help raise money for it like some people do. He actually got his hands dirty. He would be there helping to actually build these homes. And it's such admirable work. And to live to 100, that's a life well lived. And the other thing he did, he taught us, excuse me, the last couple of years of his life, he was in hospice. And he commented about that, how it was good care and it was part of aging and all that. So my condolences to the Carter family. And it is nice to reflect back on, he did have a life well lived. Okay, on to the next topic. Excuse me. Brothers and sisters, we have to contact the 5 or 6 Republicans, and you can Google it on your news channels there, who are saying that come Friday, January 3rd, when they have to elect a speaker, which is Mike Johnson, they don't know if they're going to vote for him. Now, come on. This is giving me the biggest headache on the planet. Why? They got to mandate the Republicans, right? Overwhelming, Trump won, and the Republicans. And by the way, they took over the House, not by a huge majority, slim. And that's why we can't afford to lose any votes for Mike Johnson. Because the Democrats, like they always do, they stick together lockstep. Why can't the Republicans take a page out of their book? I'm telling you, I'm warning you Republicans out there, the 5 or 6 that are saying, well, we don't know. Don't you dare cause trouble. We need Mike Johnson, voted on Friday without a fight. Don't embarrass us, please. Let him take his job as speaker. He's a good man. And by the way, for those of you who are like me are pro-life, he's on our side, 100%. I mean, his pro-life credentials go way back. It's not like he just woke up and said, I'm pro-life. He's walked the walk. So I'm praying, and you can pray too. And if those congressmen, that 5 or 6 that are, and one of them is a woman, congresswoman, are wavering about not voting for him, call their office in your district. You don't have to call Washington, call the local office and tell them to stop the nonsense. Because let's face what's going to happen here. January 3rd, we reelect Mike Johnson as speaker. Monday, January 6th, they have to certify Trump's election with the Electoral College. And then it's off to the races till January 20th, right? When he gets inaugurated. And I know, I've been hearing a lot. He's got a stack of executive orders that he's going to sign right away and get things moving. So we don't need to have a snag or an embarrassment. So brothers and sisters, show your opposition to this few Republicans that want to kick up some dust and say, we don't want it. And guess what? You cause a problem, we won't reelect you in 2 years, because those 5 or 6 Republicans in the Congress, they'll be up for reelection in 2 years. So brothers and sisters, that's all I have to say for today. Again, condolences. May Jimmy Carter rest in peace for a life well lived. And let's get after those few rebels on the Republican Party and say, stop the nonsense. This is Janet Morana, Executive Director of Priests for Life. Thanks, and God bless.